got your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, that I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic week of Formula One racing here on SLR. We pride ourselves on delivering top on-track action such as overtakes.
Oh, Danny on the inside. Sorry, Danny on the inside.
And of course, where would we be without some crashes and drama?
Pace around this track.
Oh, and spinning is Canopus. That's his microlander up the inside. No, Danny.
And lots more. What started out as a fun idea quickly developed and grew into one of the most influential and recognizable online F1 leagues across the F1 platform. Every new season saw more and more big names join the roster, all battling harder and harder to claim the coveted SLR title. This season will be like no other before it, the strongest lineup we have ever seen. Old champions rejoining to battle the new top dogs of SLR. All of the tiers in SLR are fielding their respective strongest to date, with much to fight for and achieve. But if you have come to witness Titans battle Titans, well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Tier 1.
Hello and welcome, good evening everyone. We are back once again with SLR Tier 1. It is the 7th season with the 8th race, I believe. And we are here in a wet Hungary. And we have got the same commentators as usual. Unfortunately, Bernd Mailänder couldn't come with us. He suffered a burnout syndrome after the past 3 races, so he's not attending the race with us. But yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun, won't it? We got a wet qualifying, we got a dry race.
Nice.
With 15 drivers in this Tier 1 race. We have Justin, who has set the fastest time so far. We have a bunch of other drivers. We have Vexit, we have Etney, who has fortunately managed to get his wheel to work, which is great. We have Icewind, who's managed to get his PC to work. We have Astro, who set the fastest time. Yeah, this should be a fun one.
Absolutely. I've seen while I was away, magical things happened. You know, Copy managed to get himself a P2, and Ethnic Tiara has somehow taken the championship lead for the first time since the end of Season 1, which is easy to say because he didn't drive since, but still. So that happened, and now with that on the cards, we've got Luke Smith, who I gather has had a bad race at Silverstone, like basically half the grid, and he will have to come back at Anthony, you know, try and gain the points back, as we are, I think, about a third into the season. Etnic leads now, and Vexit needs to get a move on.
Yeah, we had a very interesting race last week, which Timo unfortunately missed, and I unfortunately missed as well because my PC died, or my connection died rather, to the stream. But Bernd Mailander didn't miss it. In fact, he spent the last couple of days recovering in an institution, as Timo has been saying. So we're not going to have the safety car here today for this Tier 1 race. Which means, and it's interesting about the strategies here, because we got a wet qualifying, and so I would imagine that most of the grid will go medium hard, which I think is the consensus fastest strategy around here. But we'll see if anyone. Oh, as Boosted has crashed. And that looks like it's at the end or at the beginning of Sector 3, as Danny does the fastest time of the session so far. But yeah, as the consensus fastest strategy, I would expect most cars to do medium hard.
Absolutely. Also, because of the safety car change, of course, Astro Boys will not be attending the race. So anyways, let's go on board with Astro Boys. Yeah. So, he's currently navigating turn 4. As, he's sitting in P3 right now. But as he makes it...
No.
Oh no! He actually won't be attending this race if he's gonna take turn 5 like that. But yeah, so he puts it in the wall there. It's I mean, it's just everyone is trying to get used to the conditions in this early stage of the qualifying session. Danico, of course, being on top as of now, and there's a solid gap. Danny almost loses control of the car. Makenda 2 tenths behind. Last I remember seeing him was, of course, Austria, and there he was pretty competitive. Then wait, did he win that? I don't remember. No, he...
Wait a sec. Sorry, did Jensen crash on the pit straight?
Oh.
Is that what's happened? I have a feeling it is.
That must be a thing that happened, because let's go on board with Makenda. Yes, it is. There's a Ferrari there, and the man who said, "Oh my god, that's a brilliant time from Makenda." Don't think Danny can match that. We saw his slip up earlier in the lap, so nothing doing there for Danny, as Makenda takes the lead. What I was asking, did Makenda win Austria? I honestly do not remember. I remember there was, of course, the safety car at the end. But...
Yeah, Makenda was going to win Austria, but then the safety car happened, and so Etney stole it in the last few corners.
Oh, he got DOTD, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He won. Okay. He won Driver of the Day, which is not much consolation because he was. He would have won the race very easily, but for the safety car.
The propaganda.
I was very excited about it after the race. So,
to put it mildly.
But yeah, Etney was one of. Who was that losing it? Astro Boys again on the exit of the chicane.
Oh, and he's getting into Danny. Never mind. Danny's that was invalid. I was getting excited for nothing. So that is fine. There. Actually, is Danny out of fuel? No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he's not. No, he's got 3 laps or so left by the looks of it. But yeah, the Williams drivers. But the Williams drivers were the only ones last week who drove with a brain, which is why they finished first and second.
Ouch!
It was a very interesting race.
Ow!
But yeah, they did finish first and second. and that's why Etney has the championship lead.
I didn't know we were allowed to go this hard on the drivers. That's good to know. It's fine. It's fine if an admin does it, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, we're
We've
just
got 8 minutes left in the session. We don't. Does it stop raining? I'm just trying to see. I think it's not raining anymore.
It does not look like it is raining, but I think I've got low particles. But Luca Milnak. So just Luca.
Mlinac, yeah, I guess something like that. Is that that's the Luca we know and love, right?
It has to be.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
think so.
It has to be. Has. It must be. I mean, he's testing the soft tire. Of course, he's doing the thingy where you check the delta while you are in the pit screen and see how it changes. That's why you'll see him go, well, switch between softs and intermediates a few times. And I'm getting the feeling that it must be moving towards softs as Luke Smith, also known as Vexit, puts himself right atop the timing boards for now. And yeah, Astro also exploring his options.
Yeah, this is surely going to go soft. So we've got 7
Yeah.
minutes left, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because I think if it has to be moving towards a crossover point, otherwise they would likely just go out on another set of inters. But they are not. Like, they are waiting in the pits, just sitting there on soft tires, and probably will just wait for the crossover point. Justin on the mediums, so he is making decisions as well. Danny came back at Luke without me noticing, so he's retaken provisional pole 25.7, but that won't matter if it actually goes to dry tires as planned or as expected.
Yeah, and this makes the strategy super interesting because we have obviously soft and medium are both completely feasible. Soft hard, medium hard. Medium hard is probably faster in the race, but obviously you sacrifice qualifying position to do that. So it'll be interesting to see what the drivers do in this one. Justin's decided it's not just yet medium time, but he said in chat that by 4 minutes left it'll be dry. So yeah, I mean, I suspect that is something like that is the case, as Vexit completely destroys the fastest lap of the session so far. And Danny's on a fast one as well. He's improving by another 10.
Yep, he's had his problems with the balance of the car. Still gonna get it across the line. Will manage to improve just about. That third sector looked solid as he almost loses it on traction there. Just shows you how much on edge he is. He's gonna cross the line. It's gonna be 25 point nothing. Oh, he did throw it. Okay, didn't improve in fact. So I guess the grip will be going right around now with Vexit putting down a marker in this first meaningless stage of qualifying before the dry tires hit the crossover point, and we will just see everyone streaming out of the pit lane and just running the laps, hoping to get good ones in. Etnik has only managed to P7 for now, but yeah, ultimately meaningless.
Etni has invalidated this lap. So we'll see what he can do. We got what's going on? We got yellows for some reason where Vexit is. Maybe he's just going. Yeah, he's just going slowly. Fair enough. So that's why. And yeah, no one out yet on the softs, which is interesting because I mean, I guess they're just waiting for the delta. It looks like several drivers are thinking that is going to be the case.
Yeah.
Gypsy also has at least a look. What's going on with Vexit? He just weaved into the pit lane. Looked like he was really struggling to control his car for a second there. Hopefully not an equipment malfunction or anything like that. Yeah, Justin says every minute is a second off the delta. It's very tight, so it might not go dries by the end of the session. We might have a mad scramble for the last lap on the softs, which will be interesting.
That is indeed interesting. I imagine probably everyone will just get a dry tire lap in at the end of the session, and you know, just as soon as the like, hope they got across the line before the timer hits 0 and then just do the lap, hope that it drives throughout that lap, and maybe it'll be one of those real-life situations where just the later you manage to cross the line, the better your lap is gonna be, and you can just see the times tumble and tumble and tumble. That could be very interesting, really. You rarely see that in the game, actually. I think that the time, like, that it actually matters much who crosses the line when. Usually it's just as long as you're within the same 2 minutes, you're fine.
I'm just checking Icewind stream, and it seems as though if the delay is the same as it is for me, it seems as though we have about 30 more seconds on the session than it looks like we do. So as DRS gets enabled, so now we're in dry territory. So yeah, driver's going to be going out. Danny out on inters? Have I got the wrong thing enabled? Danny's out on inters, which surely is a mistake.
Yes. That is,
unless that's a bug,
the Ferrari master plan. I feel like he might have just absolutely thrown away the qualifying session. Does he have time? I don't think he does. No, he surely doesn't. He doesn't.
250 left in the session, so I don't think he does.
No, Danny is basically out of qualifying now, so everyone who manages to do dry tire lap will beat Danny, and that is a big shame because, I mean, you know, it's just one of those little mistakes you can't really afford to make. We assume it's a mistake. It's gotta be, surely, because why would you think you can improve on inters now?
Yeah, and El Seni doing the same thing, and he's actually just started a lap, so this certainly is the end of his qualifying. He's going to try and improve on inters. Everyone else, well, Justin is out on the medium tyres. We're going to see, this is his out lap. He's struggling on the mediums, though. He's struggling on the mediums.
Yeah, maybe it's not as clear-cut as we seem to think, but usually DRS enabled is a clear sign. Although, to be fair, like, sliding around on dry tires can still be faster than not sliding around on inters. I don't know, but yeah. I'm gonna follow Danny, I guess, for a little bit to see how it goes for him. He's got a 25.7 as his own best, which is about 4/10 of the provisional pole for now. And he's gonna try and drive controlled and within himself, hopefully, and give us some sector time so we know what is going on.
And Jensen says definitely dry. So it looks like that is the case, and I'm just watching Vexit on the softs, and remember, in the damp conditions, the softs are much faster than the mediums.
But Danny is flying. Danny is up 3/10 on intermediates, somehow, so...
Well, 3/10 isn't going to be enough, though, because if it's dry...
Yeah, but they should be getting slower, I mean...
These guys are going to improve by second. Well, Danny's on a fresh set of inters.
I guess.
So
that makes sense.
I would expect it to be a little bit faster.
Yeah, it's
oh, he's invalidated, though.
Oh, man. Okay, well, Danny's session is over. So, that is indeed a big shame, and now he'll probably be swallowed up whole by the entire grid that is waiting to come through on those sweet, soft, and medium tires. Ethnic TRN, Astro, and Vexit, and also Tipsy are going to be gunning for the top spot on softs, the rest on mediums.
Just watch Vexit here, because... I think he's going to have to... Oh, he's backed off a lot, which is very sensible, because otherwise he was going to have to overtake Danny, as whoever that is on the medium tyres in the Haas. Who was that? Is that Luca? It can't be Luca, because he's on softs. I don't know. But Danny, I think, is going to be overtaken by several of these drivers. Maybe Astro on the softs is going to be overtaking Danny during this lap, as Icewind sets the fastest lap of the session, and no intermediates time is going to beat that. I don't think, a 24.7.
Also, he's not done yet because of course we do have the timing bug in the game still. So 20 seconds after the end of the session, Icewind gets another attempt at it. So I think he might have just played the timing game really well. There's Danny off track. He is getting passed by everyone as you outlined. There goes Fox, provisional pole 23.3, but now we just expect those times to tumble. Tilda doesn't manage to beat Fox. There's a 1.4 second gap there, both on mediums. Icewind has to improve past that. There comes Justin, and Justin is the first in the 22s with a 22.2, and now it's gonna get crazy. Justin, Fox, Tilda all done with their sessions. El Sonny on his intermediate stuck in P9. There goes Tipsy on the softs. Outdoes Justin, helped by that extra grip, of course. Where are the next guys? We've got two Mercedes coming through the final sector. That is Luke Smith right on the back of Astro Boys, and I hope that Astro is not really blocking his own teammate there. That would be a bit of a shame. Probably some dirty air going on. Astro's gonna come across first. And he puts it on second, but it is third immediately as Luke Smith does an 18.4 just ahead of Luca with an 18.8, and then Astro 1.5 seconds off of that on a 20.1. Copy fourth. Where is Etnik? Etnik is in 13th, so he's completely messed up his lap, and I think that's the grid. Danny will surely not improve, so actually we have our grid, and it's Luke on top.
Yeah, and Danny's completely overheated the tyres, and he's drifting all the way to the line. As he crosses the line and will not improve. So yeah, that was a hectic end to the session. Tipsy with an excellent lap on the softs, but Icewind is the lead medium runner after, well, he got the timing right, basically. He did 2 laps on the mediums, but the second one was in the perfect window. So he will start in P5 on the mediums, which is an excellent position for him. Otherwise, most people are, well, everyone in front of him is on softs. McKenna also on the mediums, Tipsy on the softs, and then Justin Fox and Tilda on the mediums. This is going to be a very interesting race because Icewind has put himself in an extremely good position on those medium tyres because he does have the faster race strategy.
Yeah, and he's got McKenna right behind him as well. It's going to be interesting to see the race pace of those two, if they will be able to hang with the soft drivers, you know, enough to then be able to leverage their tire advantage later on into the race. That's going to be interesting for sure to see as we are waiting for everyone to grid up, select their strategies. That'll be pretty straightforward for most of them. And then we will be good to go with 35 laps of green flag racing.
Yep, I think the consensus is some sort of strategy involving the hard tyres, although soft medium is doable. We've seen that a couple of times this week. We've seen Eversnacks in the Tier 4 race try to do that, and he was on course to do it before a safety car made it a 5-lap sprint. But soft medium is certainly possible if you're starting on the softs and you're good with tyres.
Absolutely. And there we go. It's gonna be one of those races. Insert the speech about long brewing battles at Hungary. It's gonna be great. The thing I always say, because it's always true. And
yep, it's overtaking here is not a gimme.
And
you
now
have to work for it.
I am especially interested to see how it is gonna go with Etnik. I think probably his best race must have been Silverstone, which I missed.
He's starting on softs.
Oh.
That's really interesting.
Aye.
Starting on fresh soft, so I can only imagine that he's trying to do soft medium.
Or he wants...
And I really like it. I really like it.
If he gets that done, that'll be great, but the problem is, of course, soft medium. I assume you're running on a tight margin, and you're not really gonna get to overtake many people while you're tire saving, so I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I think if someone can do it, it's probably Etnik or Copy.
Yeah, and once you get onto the mediums, you're presumably in a pretty good position because everyone around you is on mediums to start, and they're gonna have to go on the hard, so you got an advantage then as well. Yeah, I like it. I mean, starting at the back of the grid, you've got to try something different. Yeah. And that's certainly one way to do it.
We lose Fox. I only like it if he can actually pull it off while not really compromising on his I don't know, race pace much. As in, like, if it's just gonna be, you know, he overtakes some people off the start because he's got softs and he gets himself like P7 and then he gets a good undercut because he's just a fast driver and he gets, you know, he's got fresh mediums and the others have old mediums. And then he's just basically stuck until the end of the race, then I don't really like it, I don't know. We'll see how he manages to do this. Will be interesting for sure. We'll keep an eye on him. I expect him to be on fire on this warm-up lap, and of course, one of the intentions of the safety car being gone is that people will hopefully be a little bit more careful, and Etnik knows, you know, one mistake coming through the field, one lost front wing, and he might just be done for with an extra pit stop now. For now, we've got 5 red lights. And after a long wait, we go green in Hungary with Fox jumping the start big time. He's gonna get a drive-through penalty and has to serve it right away. Luke already covers off Luca. A little bit confusing there with the Haas now trying to hang it around the outside. Copy just takes P3 there with a good launch off the line, and he's now gonna hunt after the two at the front. Luca with the late lunge to the outside, but he's gonna have to run a further line than Luke, and that means he doesn't get the position done. And Etnik is already up into P8. Brilliant stuff from the Williams, just ahead of Justin, who now gets swamped by Danny as well. Oh, Danny almost runs into the back of Etnik then. I feel like there might have been some warning given out already.
Yep, I think so. As Fox leaves the session, I don't know if he's having technical problems. We saw him disconnecting the formation lap. It was unfortunate if so, but a clean start from everyone up front. The two Lukes, I was going to say, Luke and Luca, getting away from Copy and Astro Boys. Copy up to third after that start, and Makenda and Icewind, the two alphas, have swapped positions, at least temporarily. Tipsy still running well up there, and Etney already P8. He started P13.
Yeah, he's now breathing down in the neck of Tipsy Bob. Unfortunately, Tipsy Bob does also have soft tires, unfortunate for Etney. That might hinder him for a little bit, but I'm sure he's confident that he can still take this position off the Irishman. He'll certainly need to do it, and then he can look at attacking the medium runners up front already. Though overtakes at Hungary, never easy. Danny at the back, and Elson, he gets the moves on Tilde. So that's up to P12, and the top two are making a little bit of a break. Copy looks like he can't really go the pace, and neither does Astro.
Around the outside of Tipsy, sorry, in turn 2. Excellent move from Etney, and he gets that one done. Very good stuff. Without DRS, he brute forced his way around the outside there of turn 2.
Kitsune pointing out rightfully in chat that Fox is abandoning this team, but I only just realized we've got a Tipsy and Fox team. That is one of the more cursed things. That is... oh, bad run from Iceman through the chicane, and now certainly that loses him the DRS as soon as it enables, and it isolates him from any sort of slipstream to help him as soon as Etney is gonna get a good run and try and find his way past the Alpha. Someone's completely dead, Astro Boys! Oh my god, that was violent! And he's just gonna magically disappear there and not gonna cause a safety car as Etnik TRN still behind Iceman. Thought he was gonna get the move done.
RIP Astro, that's really unfortunate. Loses it in the beginning of Sector 3, and Etney is all over the back of Icewind, and surely here Icewind is going to go defensive, but Etney is just going to have so much more grip on those soft tyres. Goes to the outside, has a good look there, brakes much later, and just sweeps his way around the outside, and surely will get the traction on exit as well. So good stuff from Etney. He's up to P5 on lap 3 from P13 on the grid.
Yeah, a knife through hot butter, something that comes to mind seeing this, as he's basically already completely compensated for the fact that he had a terrible qualifying. He only needs to get past McKenna, and then he's basically just right with the pack. He's currently setting the pace with a purple first sector, running faster than the leaders while making the moves. Of course, helped through DRS, but still. Had some absolutely great driving there. That is, that is why he was our first champion, and that is why he is currently leading the drivers' table.
Yep, and Icewind struggling on those medium tyres, really struggling. Oh! Tipsy and Cran, there's a crash. Tipsy and Danny got together. Danny is retired, and Tipsy gets himself a 5-second penalty as well. I think Tipsy got sideways in the right-hander. I don't know if he was hit from behind by Danny, but certainly whatever, Danny is out of the race, and we've lost 2 drivers from the 16 that started. In fact, we lost 3 from the 16 that started, because we lost Fox as well, and that is
we lost 4.
Tragic from both of their perspectives, where Tipsy is still in the race. Technically, as Etney spins, he tried to send one on the inside of Makenda, and it was never really on. Makenda just shutting the door a little bit, and Etney going into the side of him, and all of that hard work is undone. And Jensen and Justin fighting now around turn 2, both on mediums.
Yep, and that was, I guess, a little bit of a jinx, just after I say that that is how a champion would go about things. He does make the crucial mistake, and there's no real way recovering that except on pace. But now those tires are going to be cooked. Icewind has thrown it off the road, and they're dropping like flies. 4 laps into this Hungarian Grand Prix. Half of the grid has made some sort of a big mistake, honestly. And yeah, We're gonna get a spread field.
Yep, and El Sunny's game has crashed apparently as well, so I guess he's trying to get back in as soon as he can.
He's still 7th.
He is still 7th, yeah. We got a reasonable AI, I think, around this Hungary track, which is at least good for him. But Etney, I think he got away without damage because he seems to be pretty fast in that Williams. Maybe he's understeering a little bit, I don't know. But in any case, he's at least able to soldier on until the pit stop without losing too much time. But the front two...
Jensen trying it around the outside of Justin, and he also gets it done. Can you invite Sonny? Do you have him in your friend list? I don't think I do.
Good question. I don't think I do either. Can he...
I mean, the lobby is friends only, so if you know someone in the lobby, you might just be able to join.
You should be able to right-click join on them.
I made it
in fact I do, so I'm going to invite him to the lobby.
Okay.
There he is.
Sonny will be in the driver's seat very soon
got that invite.
if he takes this invite. Yeah, he does, so he's back.
He is joined, alright.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Ready to resume his race, and he's basically where he left off, honestly.
His AI is keeping up, which is incredible. So yeah, he shouldn't lose too much time, hopefully.
Well, his AI had less crashes than like 5 people around him. I guess that counts for something. But yeah, and Anthony's got... you know, he's feeling the heat. He needs to get through Sonny before he reconnects. Oh, it didn't happen. Okay, now you have to do it on track. Unfortunate. My god.
And I wonder if he's going to do it this lap with the DRS as we lose intervals just for a second. But it's as you were up front. Half a second is the gap between Luke and Luca. And then 4 seconds the gap back to Copy. And then only a second and a half to Makenda, who, again, is the lead medium runner, so he's in a very good position.
Oh, Luca! He tries it on Luke, and it doesn't work out. I think that was a little bit of a touch, and now Luca just has to recover his car, and he has got to recover about half a second that he lost in that move. That was not on. And Etney, as you say, gets past Sonny here, so those softs still have life in them, even though he did take them first spin, literally.
Luca have damage. He's lost a lot of time in the last 2 corners. I suspect he has. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure he has. He's lost nearly a second, and he's understeering like a boat. So he's going to have to pit and put on the hard tyres, I think, very soon indeed. Didn't see what happened between those two. I think you did, but certainly there must have been contact, and there's a lot of damage. Yeah, there's a lot of damage.
Oh, Sonny. Send him another invite.
Has he gone again?
Yeah,
oh, dear.
Again.
All right.
I think maybe it's bugged, but probably gone.
All right, I'll send him an invite just in case.
He's ghost for me.
Well, that's really unfortunate. Luca does pit at the end of the lap. He'll put the hards on almost certainly. What else do we have here? We have Justin on the back of Jensen. This is for P5 on track, for P4 on track now, because they're passing Luca in the pits. And yeah, as Joel says, crazy start in this one. We thought maybe drivers would be a bit more careful given that there's no safety car, but no sign of that.
I was gonna make a snarky comment, yeah. Damn, I don't want to know how this race would have looked with the safety car. I'm sure they would have been even less careful somehow.
I think we'd be on lap 5 right now for one thing if there was a safety car on lap 7.
You know.
We haven't really talked about Dragon either in this race, because he started on hards and he's kept his nose out of trouble. And he now suddenly is right on the back of Boosted and is going to be looking, I think, fairly soon to make a move as we have yellows in sector 1. That is Luca,
is that the
who's gone again.
He's just gone straight off? How does that happen to a driver of Luca's caliber? I do not know.
Maybe cold tires doing for him. He might, I don't know. I'm looking at the steering inputs and I don't know whether he's got damage or not. No visible damage at least, but we'll see whether he decides to pit again at the end of this lap.
Yep, and I mean I think that that certainly puts him out of podium contention. There goes Makenda, exactly what I was going to mention. Next he dives to the inside, and yeah, Copy just wasn't able to go the pace on those softs against the mediums. I guess they have fallen off by now. Makenda showing brilliant pace, will surely be ahead of Luca, my god. And
we lost Boosted as well while all that was happening. He spun in the penultimate corner. Didn't see exactly how or whether he had any help, but certainly he lost a lot of time. And the battles now We have McKenda and Copy. McCopy really struggling on those hard tyres to hang on, and also Jensen and Justin battling over P4, both on mediums, and these guys have been running together for most of the race.
Joel in chat says, a driver of Lucas caliber. Why is that funny? We're not living in 2019 anymore. Luca is now legitimately fast. And
three seconds for Justin.
Yeah, that. Fortunately for him, there can't be a safety car where that comes back to bite him. Incredible. He'll change his opinion to what he has expressed earlier in chat, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Vexit, or aka Luke, who said that he didn't do much practice and just cobbled together a setup from time trial, is well, just hesitate to say dominating this race. I don't want to jinx him, but certainly he is.
I want to jinx him. He's dominating.
Okay.
Just want to see what happens.
See.
Sometimes you need to see the world burn. There goes Luca. Past.
As,
Luca's lost his helmet in the crash. Now that is terrible.
No. Dragon goes up the inside of Tilda in turn 1 on those hard tyres. Dragon, very promising early pace from him. Didn't qualify as usual.
Yeah. And I assume Tomasz Drabina is Fox, probably, because that's the most Czech name I've ever seen. And he says, "What do you mean? I love Tipsy."
Yeah.
Are you
There
too
we
close enough that he's allowed to call you Foxy yet, or are we on the? Are we still on the way there? I don't know.
Yeah, Tipsy having... Tipsy, I guess he took some damage or something and had to pit. Luca has...
He took some proper death in the crash with Danny.
Oh, that's right, yeah, of course, yeah, and then he pitted for mediums, yeah. So
Yeah,
he's probably two-stopping as Luke, aka Vexit, pits from the lead.
Too many Lukes, too many Lucas. This is like... It's like ACC, where now with now that Jensen has joined ACC, I have to call the guy called D. Jansen Jensen and the call called R. Jensen. It's you honestly couldn't like you can't explain that to any viewer.
That is confusing.
It's not as bad here, luckily. Yeah. We just have Luke and Luca. We just
Copy pits as well.
Yep.
As Luca does the fastest lap of the race, and despite that incident from Luca, I'm not sure he's completely out of this race yet. I think his pace is good enough that he might be cruising up to the back of the field fairly soon, even with the extra pit stop.
Why do more people watch Tier 4 than Tier 1? Because it's more fun watching yeetage, it says Kitsune. That is a very nihilistic way to look at racing, but I understand it.
I mean, I'm not even sure we had more yeetage in Tier 4 than we've had in Tier 1 this afternoon, and certainly not last week. So.
Well, we know... Oh, Anthony gets an uncharacteristic penalty, but to be honest, I've watched some of his onboard. I had seen him go off track quite a bit. And, see, the thing is, here now we know that everyone's like... it's like the kindergarten has gone through the room and told everyone to just go into the corner and think about what they did so they can't hit each other anymore. That's what happens here, but in Tier 4 we bunch him up all the time.
Yeah, it's true. Luca is completely minus a front wing now. He's had another incident, so I guess he's just trying to do the fastest lap, and now he is out of the race as Etney pits for, I assume, mediums. I assume he's going to go soft mediums, and yep, indeed he is. So we'll see. He's got Copy in front of him, but only a few seconds in front of him. And Etney has played his way right into this race with this strategy, even with that incident early on.
Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating to see what he can do with that. Oh, Luca! Well, that's a pit lane retirement.
Yep.
Didn't even give us a spectacular crash to look at. Very sad. Kitsune would have approved.
I think there was a spectacular crash because he lost his whole front wing.
It wasn't spectacular. He just...
Well, he didn't lose a wheel, but yeah.
He lost 2/10 and an end plate.
Well, no, the last crash he lost his whole front wing. He didn't have one anymore.
Oh.
So yeah, there was a fairly major incident in there.
Yeah. Boosted his racing indeed, and he might get some points because Tipsy and Fox basically out of this. Oh my God, Jensen! You bubble job!
Being out, Jensen.
Aye, and that puts Boosted Mess into the top 10. He just slips on traction. I swear I've seen exactly that before. Was it Danny or someone who did that last season? This Dragon also hits the inside wall there. You know?
Did Dragon get away with it? I don't know. I don't see any damage.
I
so
don't
he
know.
might have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jensen certainly didn't. Both Ferraris not scoring any points in this one. We're down to 11 runners
Where did that
from
grip
the
go?
16 that started.
Magic.
Oh dear.
I swear, like, I'm sure, hasn't Danny done that last season? I'm pretty sure. Like, someone has done it. I think it was Danny. Like, just spin out of the last corner on traction, penultimate corner on traction for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I've done it in practice lots of times.
It was...
It's very easy to do.
It was Danny in Rapid Racers. Danny is the guy who will tell you in chat that you should look at chat. That's Danny.
Yeah, Danny in Rapid Racers. As, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, you know, we were all a little bit of a meme in Rapid Racers. That's the way it goes. Copy catching the back of Icewind on the tyres he started on. Copy cruising up to the back.
Yep.
And yeah, the gap between Copy and Etney is 5 seconds. Copy was running P3. In fact, he was running P2, wasn't he? So I think Etney with that undercut, or with the overcut, and with the fast stint on the softs, might have done wonders here. As Icewind well, either moves out of the way of Copy or tries to defend, but I don't think there's any defending against that.
Yeah.
Because Copy just breezes past on the straight.
Yeah. It's like a hybrid thing, you know. If he doesn't get completely out by the corner, he can defend it, but let's be honest, no.
Danny has a clip in chat, by the way. I don't know if we want to play that during the race, but
I mean, I'm gonna
certainly
look,
after the race.
I'm gonna look at it on my phone, but so
Okay.
I can comment on it, but I can't put it on stream right now because I don't have the setup.
Mhm.
Oh no, it's for it's NSFW. Oh, I can see why. Oh God. So now.
Does he call Tipsy some names?
Oh
Is
no,
that,
no, no! He just gets murdered in an unpretty way. I had the sound off. So.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I mean, essentially what happened, we didn't get the best camera angle on it. It's just Tipsy spun the car out of the fast right-hander on the curb and then just like slid back onto the track, clipped Danny, and there goes Luke Smith down the inside of Justin. That looked pretty spectacular, but it was a routine overtake for Luke. Yeah, and then, you know, Danny just lost control completely with that front wing, went into the wall. That's the tyre gone. How it goes sometimes. Nothing really can do about that, and Tipsy somehow survived it.
Yeah, Tipsy did lose his front wing and took some damage, but that's all. I think we're joined by Mr. Danny now, maybe for a post-race interview.
Post who's race? Oh no.
What happened there, Danny?
He just threw a quick right-hander turn
Say the number.
11.
I was gonna guess 11, I have no idea. Oh, you're already on 200%, I can't turn you down now.
Wait a minute.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to turn him down.
We're gonna get supercharged, Danny, here.
Yeah, headphone users, take them
No,
off.
no.
Okay.
Better now. Basically, he gets a bit sideways in the quick right, and then basically he goes off track, and I'm like, oh, he must just be running out wide. So I tried to slip through, but then he like starts spinning and like coming across track, and I'm like, death.
Yeah.
So yeah, very fun.
Imagine. I imagine.
Yeah. That's the way it goes sometimes. It is racing. But we've lost half the grid. And Jensen says you got to speak to Binotto first, Danny. So, yeah. Good luck with that.
Binotto will fire me probably. Oh well.
Yeah, he sent Tipsy as a challenge to see if he could avoid him. Like, with avoidance like that, I am scared of the next time we do multi-class together. That was perfect practice and you didn't use it.
We got Icewind on the back of Tilda here, by the way.
Okay.
Or, I think what is actually P7. Well, maybe P8 actually,
Yes.
because Etney is just behind.
The ice been disconnected as well, just if you can see.
Is he... Well, he's in the car now, though, right?
Yeah, he is. think.
Okay.
And he's
We
feeling the
missed him
understeer.
disconnected now.
He is feeling the
Yeah.
understeer from the dirty air that Tilda gives, and he's got Etney right behind. And now we'll see, can Etney maybe pull a move on too, or what is going to happen with that? Tilda a little bit deep through what I believe is turn 14, and Etney has so much grip, even on the grass. That's probably more grip than Jensen had out of that corner. But in the
Oi, oi,
final
oi.
one, he gets it all wrong. And there goes Iceman to the outside of Tilda, and he just easily gets that one done nice. Well, as easy as moves go in Hungary. Nicely done from him. P7, and now Etnik will have to take both of them.
Yeah, he's going to lose some time here as well behind these guys on older tyres, although Etney really struggling by the looks of it on those mediums at the moment. Wonder if he's overheated them.
Very possible indeed, and he needs to, of course, make sure that they do not fall off a cliff. I mean, he's in a terrible position, to be honest, because, well, terrible, but he's not in an ideal position, because he's got that penalty, he's made his fair share of mistakes, and he needs to nurse his tires, so, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be Etney in this race. He can probably still recover some points, but I wouldn't be surprised, without knowing the standings right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if Luke just reclaimed the championship lead from Etnik after this one. Now Justin goes into the pits. Yeah,
We can do some quick maths for you.
surely.
Yeah, Justin pitting surely for hards, I think. Oh, as Tilda's going to pit as well by the looks of it. So it looks like those guys are both going to put hard tyres on.
Yeah.
Luke, meanwhile, has almost made up his pit stop over Makenda, and is going to be cruising up to the back. Sorry, Danny.
So the gap between Etney and Luke exit is 13 points as it stands before this race.
So,
Okay.
I mean, it would require, like, P4 for Etney then to, like, have it be close, I guess.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, no, then they will
Sounds-
be even. But probably fastest lap will likely not go to Etney, maybe to Exit.
Honestly, that's very possible, though. Etney might well get P4 from this. He's got a little bit of work to do. He's got to pass Icewind.
We could catch copy.
He might catch copy. He's not lost much time to him despite being in the traffic. He was 5 seconds out behind when he came out of the pits. He's now 4.6. So, and I think he's going to get a boost here as he passes Icewind. He's going to get DRS. I wonder if Icewind's going to pit.
Oh, that is a
Oi,
bad
oi,
one for
oi.
Ice, and you can see that Etney is not really feeling it when it comes to easing off. When the guy makes a mistake, he's just gunning it, and now out of the final turn he will make that move easily, and has the place now 4.8 seconds to copy, as you said earlier on. You'll likely
Etney's in
get that.
Etney's in net P3 here.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, I think he's.
Sonny,
I think he's behind Makenda, honestly.
Yeah.
Because Makenda's
Jones.
the lead medium runner by a lot.
But who else?
And he's gonna come out on. I presume he's gonna run until he puts softs on Makenda. So he's gonna come out. He's gonna be lightning fast. And I think he's gonna be overtaking people when he comes out.
I think Brexit might be 2-stopping as well.
Yeah, I find it
No, he took the softs until like lap 10 or 11. I think.
Oh, did he? Okay, then.
Yeah.
You'll take him to the end then.
Same as Copy.
I find it interesting that Justin's apparently doing medium hard. Don't think that's ideal, but I don't know.
He follows the game too much.
Huh?
He follows what Jeff says too much.
And Jeff,
Tilda doing the same thing.
and Jeff doesn't understand the game because Codemasters don't understand the game.
Correct.
Oh, as Vexit's gonna be held up here, I think, by Makenda.
Oh my
This whole
god!
lap, that was a moment. That was a moment for Vexit. But yeah, Etney now 4.5 behind Copy. He's got a penalty, unfortunately, for him, which means he's going to have to beat his teammate by 3 seconds. But certainly he's very fast, and he's got a lot of laps to do it. He's got 16 laps or so to make up that time. And Copy's being held up by Dragon here as well. And Dragon, as I mentioned before, is in a pretty good position.
On the
Because he's going to be fast at the end of the race with either the mediums or the softs, depending on what he does.
If he goes mediums, I might just leave.
Well,
Pretty sure I did 15 laps on the softs not long ago here. So
yeah, I mean, you can, I'm pretty sure you can do it now. There goes Vexit on McKendon. There's no much resistance to be had there from the side of McKendon. Of course, he would benefit he would benefit somewhat if he Luca, but honestly, it doesn't matter because he's a pit stop behind at this point. I think Luca's just styling on the grid at this moment in time.
As Copy passes Dragon for P4. So 15 laps to go. And Copy has presumably running to the end on those softs. I would expect him to. He's pitted the same lap as Vexit did.
mediums, by the way.
Sonny gets a penalty.
Did I not say mediums? Sorry.
You said softs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do we wanna talk to
I meant
Jensen?
medium. Yeah, well, I
No,
think we
no
did.
one wants to talk to Jensen.
That's true, but no. Bring him in.
As boosted moves out of the way for Tilda. He knows what he's got to do to get a point as boosted, and that surely is his goal because he's P10 at the moment.
He's gonna hold that one. I don't think Tipsy and Fox have a chance at taking it from him, so Boosted Mess will get a point. I mean, after the 8 points that Meepo took in Silverstone, I am surprised by nothing.
Yeah. Meepo was maybe the only other driver on the grid that drove with their brain in Silverstone. So the two Williamses and Meepo.
I drove with my brain.
Didn't you crash with Exit?
Thinking emoji.
What happened there? Fill me in. I didn't see.
No, that was with Astro. I was not in the wrong.
Guys,
That's
I
true.
have
Yeah. You weren't really at fault for that, as
Justin passes Icewind.
Justin passes Icewind.
Can
Yeah,
can
those.
one of you just check Tipsy's warnings for me, please?
Tipsy's warnings.
Yeah, like the first couple of laps. I just want to ask.
Oh yeah, no. So he had warning, penalty
Okay.
plus warning, warning.
You got a penalty for crashing with you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he has 2 warnings by the looks of it for corner cutting. Because Tipsy. He got them all in the first 5 laps.
Okay.
So maybe it was just having you behind him that pushed him into getting warnings and then into crashing.
Maybe I should just not drive behind people and instead qualify well. Maybe
That's
then.
true.
Alright, hear me out about qualifying, okay?
Yeah.
It went from inters with 3 minutes left
Yes.
to bone dry within the last second.
Yeah, but the Delta was tumbling. I heard.
Oh,
Why can't you
Dragon,
just work like real life?
Huh?
Dragon Pits. I wonder if he's going to go on to...
Oh.
Don't go, dude. Don't go.
Table flip! Table
We
flip!
will see. He's going on to
Mediums!
the medium tires. There's Danny
And there
Rich
goes
with
Danny.
the
Yeah, unfortunately.
commentary session.
Unfortunately, Discord was suppressed by my OBS, but yeah, we lose Danny. Do we bring in a replacement, an adequate replacement, a Ferrari driver that can survive more than 4 laps?
Maybe he can. Is he wanting to come in? Is that the?
I don't know. I mean, he's in the interviews chat.
Oh, there he is. Let's say hi to Mr. Jensen.
Hey guys.
Who,
Hello.
What happened out there?
I don't know, I suddenly didn't feel any grip and just completely lost the car there. I didn't go on the throttle too fast in my experience, but yeah, apparently I did something wrong there. But I don't know if maybe Justin nudged me, but I have no clue.
Would this have happened with the Thrustmaster?
I mean, I did 2 time trial laps as practice, and it was actually going fine in the race. So that's for sure the Fanatec power, but I maybe needs a little bit of practice for these kind of races. The Thrustmaster wheel is still here, but it's not used anymore.
Understand, you can send it to me, maybe it doesn't crash my Forza Horizon as Luke Smith gets himself a penalty, which won't matter because he's got such an immense gap that he's probably beyond caring about things as such. Now, Makenda and Sonny are just waiting until they can pull the trigger on their pit stops to go onto those soft tires. For a little bit of a sprint to the end now. There's no chance in hell that Makenda gains 24 seconds on Luke without the jinx that I'm currently creating.
I'll tell you what. Makenda almost certainly is going to get second place here.
Yes, he is.
Because he's going to come out and he's going to be extremely fast on those soft tyres. He's going to overtake the two Williamses surely.
Yeah.
Two Williamses, by the way, are together now.
Oh, yeah, true. We
much
have
faster than Copy.
And Edney getting another one.
That? Oh dear, that was bad timing. That was proper commentator's curse. Etney gets himself another penalty. And now he's got 6 seconds to overcome on his teammate. Are we going to see them fighting here into turn 1? That would be something.
Sonny pulls the trigger. He is into the pit lane with, well, out of P3. Let's see where he comes up. Probably somewhere around Dragon, I would
Here goes
imagine.
Etney.
Yep. And just makes quick work of his teammate. The 6 seconds are going to hold him back, of course. But, yeah, still.
Yeah, I was wondering if Copy was going to fight that, but he obviously decided not to. And he's quite happy for his teammate to forge on ahead with the pace that he's got. With 12 laps to go, I would imagine that 6 seconds is very possible. I think he might claw that out.
Yeah, Copy just has to follow the DRS basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But I don't think he can do it. He's 1 second behind Etnik already. He's just not got the pace. Etnik absolutely blisteringly fast. Unfortunately, of course, he did not manage to get a lap together in qualifying. And then he made that mistake sending it on. Was it Justin? I'm pretty sure. I think it was Justin.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think without that mistake and without the penalties, I think he'd be P2 in this race. But as it is, I think he might have to settle for P3 because Makenda, who is pitting now, is going to put the soft tyres on with 11 laps still to run. He's going to be overtaken, I think, by both Williamses here, but he's going to come out in front of Justin.
Yep.
And he does not have a lot of time to make up on those Williamses. Makenda with much, much faster tyres. The softs here are really fast for the first few laps.
Yeah, he's easily ahead of Etnik already on the 2 penalties that Etnik has, and then it's just 6 seconds on Copy, and he'll arrive with such a huge tire delta that it'll be, it'll just be completely easy. I'll just breeze past. I am pretty sure, unless Copy, of course, puts up a big defense that we don't see coming as of now. Icewind still has to pit. Yeah, obviously he's not making the end on those Williams. And Sonny is then gonna get past him. Sonny actually, wait, let me see the penalty. Sonny is probably actually on for P6, which is a good one for him considering he's been disconnected from the race twice. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but still, that's not something you
absolutely.
want.
He's persevered and he's going to get some really good points. The other battle that we haven't talked about yet is the battle for P10, the Ocean Chief Memorial battle. Because Boosted and Tipsy have both got a pit. Boosted has to pit for softs. Tipsy has just pitted for softs. And it looks like it's going to be a shootout for the final 10 laps between those two for the final point. So that'll be fun to keep track of. As El Sunny does the fastest lap of the race on those soft tyres, and Makenda, I think by the end of this lap, is going to be on the back of Copy. That's what I would expect.
And I wonder if... okay, Dragon's Gap to Icewind is easily big enough. Yeah, Dragon's likely going to finish this in 7th. I don't think there's anyone he'll really catch Justin's 10 seconds at. I don't think that will work. Both have 3 seconds of a penalty. So Dragon likely finishes in 7th. I know I say this basically every time I talk about him, but I just don't understand why he never qualifies. It is really... because then you're just, if you don't qualify in a grid like Tier 1, you'll overtake everyone who has an incident. You'll overtake, the few people that you're a lot faster than, and then you'll always get, a mediocre P7, P8, P9 finish. I don't understand it,
Maybe he wants to farm driver of the days.
No, I think I actually know why it is. I think he said once that it's because... you know, if the race can't go downhill and he only has like slower people ahead of him if he doesn't qualify. So you know, otherwise, like races are stressful when you qualify maybe like 1 or 2 spots further than your pace gives you, and then you just can't make a single mistake. So it's just a little less stressful. I don't know. I don't understand it, but I mean he's consistently doing it and he seems to be having fun. So
yeah, I think that's fair enough. I think that's the reasonable reason to not qualify is like if you feel like you're in the middle of the pack or whatever, then you know you get stressed out or whatever, and you'd rather have a relatively chill race where you're in control of your own destiny, as it were.
At least he's doing it in Tier 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Makenda, by the way, has breezed past Copy in the last lap or so, and he's going to catch Etney. He's going to pass Etney very comfortably, and he's going to very comfortably take second in this race, unless something weird happens.
Where is he in the driver standings? I mean, I don't think he can really contend with Vexit, but like, I mean, surely he's been consistent.
He's in the chasing pack. Yeah, I think he's in the chasing pack
or something. I think he has 10 points on me or something.
I mean, I think I can actually just put it on screen right now. That is the hot. That's not that. That is what I want to show. There you go. I mean, we've made this scene basically so you could still see the race well. Looking at the standings, I mean. Etnik is leading on 106 points, then 95 to Luke Smith. I mean, that is likely gonna change today. And then... Oh, is it? Actually, no, Etnik is finishing third, so I think Etnik is actually staying in first. And Bailey, who doesn't attend this one, I guess he likes Forza Horizon more, or something like that. And then we've got Makenda, 60 points, so he's actually quite off the back. But if he goes consistent like that, he can maybe pick off Bailey. Etnik and Vexit probably out of reach, but never say never. I mean, his curve of improvement has been absolutely steady, and maybe if he can just keep up the improvement, he'll be there by the end of the season pace-wise, and then anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We got 6 laps to go. Makenda on the back of Etney now for second on track. And just to update you on the battle for P10, we can't see the intervals, but the gap between Boosted and Tipsy is about... Oh yeah, you can, yeah, because I have it on leader, never mind. But yeah, so the gap is 4 seconds between those two, or less than 4 seconds now. So it's going to be a shootout to the finish, I think, between Boosted and Tipsy, which will be entertaining.
An incredibly hard-fought position gain for Makenda there. He also passes Etnik on track now. Doesn't matter, Etnik had 6 seconds of a time penalty, and the tire delta is massive. And Tipsy and Boosted, they are gonna fight over the last point as if it is the top step of the podium, I'm sure. I mean, this is what those guys are here to race for, I imagine. And they will fight to the death.
By the way, Justin is also rapidly closing in on Copy now with those hard tires.
Oh yeah, you can
Copy
see
really. Oh yeah, he's in sight.
distance.
Wow. Yeah, he's in sight. That's incredible.
I have a feeling. I mean, I just have a feeling that Copy has no rhythm on this track, because we saw earlier that Etnik was so much faster. Like in qualifying, Copy can be within a 10th or 2 of Etnik, but in this race at a point he was like a second, maybe more slower than his teammate. I feel like he's just out of it, and he's probably just making some mistakes as lack of concentration, and that is giving Justin an opportunity to maybe even go for P4. He's got 3 seconds of a time penalty. He's got only 5 laps to do it, so it might not work out, but the possibility is there, and Justin would surely not let it pass without attempting anything.
Yeah, I think it'll be a difficult one, but certainly possible with Copy's lack of pace. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine he picked up any damage or anything like that. So I think it is just a lack of pace from Copy. He's on very old medium tires, maybe just looking after them to get to the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a struggle for him. But yeah, at the end of this lap, I think he's going to be there. And he is pushing as Justin. You can see that.
Yeah. Oh, me is so much closer already. I mean, I started following this fight last lap at this point of the track, and I think he's gained like a second, if not more. Like, he's just closing absolutely rapidly, and at that pace, honestly, Like, I would expect Justin to maybe make the move even on this lap. We'll certainly keep an eye out for it. Maybe we can see some overtaking magic out of the Alpine right on the back of the Williams with 2 corners to go before we are on the straight. And he is so close now. That's going to be enough for a significant slipstream. And with the DRS, I actually think that Copy can't do much.
If we lost Icewind, I'm going to invite him very quickly.
Tucks into the slipstream, both pull towards the pit wall, and Copy picks the outside. Justin cuts it very tight, gets the position done, gets a position on the brakes, nicely done, and now he just needs to, carve out another 2.4 seconds, and I think he just easily has that if he continues as he has been.
He was 2 seconds faster last lap.
Yeah,
than
I
Copy,
think Copy is having, I don't know, like some problem. Like sometimes he has those races where just something happens, like a switch flips, and then he's just gone pace-wise. I don't know.
Also, his fuel thing is yellow, so it might be partly a fuel issue. If he's having to save fuel. But it's flicking between yellow and not yellow, so he's right on the cusp. Oh, Justin got away with that. He had a big wiggle there, did Justin? But he did get away with it.
I think he has this easily because his tyre advantage will grow even more the last 3 laps as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, after looking at this irrelevant whatever, let's look at the real fight, okay? Tipsy Bob has set sight on an Aston Martin into turn 1. So close to the DRS window.
He's got 4 laps to do it, because the leader, Vexit, is about 10 seconds ahead of them on the road.
Oh no.
And is on lap 32. But this is going to be a brutal fight. It's going to be like they're playing Rocket League out there. Boosted and Tipsy. Through the third sector.
The ERS advantage clearly on the side of Boosted Mess. With that, he might be able to hold himself ahead for like a straight or 2, and in that case that would be bad for Tipsy. Now another penalty for Etney, and I think he actually does. Etney might lose the position to Justin here, and that would put them equal in the championship because it's a 13 points deficit between P1 and P4.
He also might lose the position to Copy, although Copy is 8.6 behind at the moment, so he only needs another 4/10ths on Copy, and Copy's really been struggling for pace in the second half of this race.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. Maybe it just gets tilted. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, DRS for Tipsy. But no battery. That's the problem he's going to have. 3 laps to go to make this move.
18% for Boosted Mess, so we're working at about a 10 percentage point gap between Boosted Mess and Tipsy Bob for the last point and the Ocean Chief Participation Trophy of this race. He should sponsor that.
So, Copy right on the cusp now of being in range of Etney, but not anymore. So I think it is going to be, at the very least, 3rd and possibly 4th for Etney. Justin not close enough right now. 6 seconds is the delta in terms of penalties between those two, and the gap at the moment is 6.9. Tipsy going to be crawling all over the back of that Aston Martin very soon indeed. Half a second behind as Icewind. Oh, it's Icewind's AI. Is that Icewind's AI pitting? I hope it's not.
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm sure it is.
Or, no, he's just trying to do fast lap because he had the gap to do that.
And Tipsy Bob.
Tipsy's been saving some battery.
Oh, Vexit is also pitting for fastest lap.
Same thing. Oh, that means there might be another lap for Boosted and Tipsy.
Oh, there will be. There will be. Oh, Boosted Mess will be cursing. That is terrible for him. As Tipsy gets one more shot, Vexit is absolutely griefing this brilliant fight there. It's just intervening. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Actually, Vexit might just approach the two. I mean, that's like how much? Like 6 seconds? And he's probably like at least 3 seconds a lap faster.
Yeah, only 2 laps to do it, so it might be that they're able to stay out of range. But yeah, it's gonna
there he comes in the background. And, but Tipsy's not able to stay close enough. I think the dirt here just continually pushes him out of the window, and Boosted Mess might get away with it. I mean, both of them more.
Wait a sec. It's actually decently close for the lead because Vexit has a 3-second penalty and McKenda's 4 seconds behind. So if Vexit gets another penalty,
Yeah.
or something like that, then it's in play maybe. But no, maybe not. Maybe he's faster enough anyway that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, he's already getting us a purple sector 2. I bet McKenna was hopeful for a second and thought, oh, he's hitting, does he have damage? Please, but unfortunately for him, no. Now there goes Tipsy, and the half a second is not close enough. I think he's saving all of his ERS for the final lap.
And Boosted's used all of his as well.
Yeah.
So, I bet Boosted thought this was the last lap, but it still might be the last lap because Vexit's going to try and do the fastest lap.
Oh, they're gonna have to let him pass. This is incredible. Oh, Tipsy darts to the
go around the
outside.
outside of turn 2. No. Oh, not quite. No room there. Boosted knows where to place the car.
And Tipsy now pulling into the slipstream, but you can't make it too wide through 4. Tipsy might. Oh, Boosted mess goes way deep. Doesn't get a warning or doesn't get a penalty. They are both driving at the edge of grip, and they have.
Vexit's coming. He's gonna try and deny the two of them another lap.
Oh no! They are ghosted. He's just gonna drive straight through them. Tipsy has to do it now. He's running out of time. He's been gifted another lap, but I think this might just be the finest straight for Tipsy Bob. No ERS. There comes the race leader, and it is all over for Tipsy Bob. He is miscalculated big time and is gonna finish the race with 50% battery boosted. Mess goes deep, but Tipsy not able to lunge it into the ghosted car. Maybe with a terrible run. I don't think this is happening, and Boosted Mess will save himself for P10, and I guess Vexit wins the race. I guess, yeah.
The race does the fastest lap as well. 1 minute 15.4. What a fantastic finish to the race. What else has happened? McKenda's finished second. Great stuff from McKenda. It's really close between Etney and Justin for P3.
Oh, I think.
Justin's going to cross the line. Justin gets it by 0.2 of a second.
And that
So
means Justin podium and a 1 point championship lead for Vexit.
And Copy did run out of fuel on the line. I bet that's why he was slow. Copy ends up P5. Dragon P6, Sunny P7. Icewind has tried to do, well, he did try to do the fastest lap, but he got beaten pretty comfortably by Vexit.
Man.
And that is our Hungary race. It was an entertaining one.
Tipsy saving his boost for the next Rocket League game or something, I don't know. He finishes with 50%.
Alright. And Tilda getting P9 as well. We should mention Tilda because that's a good result for him. He's not normally a tier 1 driver, but he does get 2 points. Yep. And that is our Hungary race. Who's our driver of the day?
Boosted Matt, no, I don't know.
I was gonna semi-seriously suggest Boosted because he drove a great race. Had the one spin, got a point.
I don't know.
Who else could it be?
I feel like that would be too much of a meme driver of the day. Like
maybe.
But it's like, I mean, I normally never see him race, so I don't know how much of a performance this is. I mean, I guess where's he drive? Like tier 3, tier 4? Where is he driving?
Yeah, I usually either tier 3 or tier 4. I think I'm not exactly sure. Certainly, he has driven tier 4 in the recent past.
I don't know. I feel like it would be too much of a meme.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about Sorry, for some reason I thought you were talking about Tilda. You're talking about Boosted. Boosted is a tier 4 driver.
Yeah.
100%. So, but yeah, I mean, I think who should we give? Who should we give it to? I kind of want to give it. I mean, Etney. Had that incident and drove, but the strategy from Etney was spot on. I think that was why he was able to carve his way through, because I think he got the strategy right. He went soft medium, so it could be Etney. It could also honestly be Justin, who had no penalty. Yeah. Well, he had one penalty, didn't he? But drove a very good race.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go on, Jensen. Make a suggestion.
Danico.
Why? Give us a reason. I have to reason it now. You have to go.
Is that like Grosjean getting driver of the day in Bahrain last
year?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to go with Etney. I don't know. That's probably my pick.
I think I will agree, but like it has a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth because I mean, he did bottle qualifying himself, and he
That's true, yeah. That's
and he also like spun on his way through the grid. But that first like 3 or 4 laps were some of the most spectacular racing I've seen. So
yeah.
I think it would be fair, but like it's close between him and a few others. I would count Justin among them, of course. Mackenna and Vexit also have been driving standout performances. Honestly, expected at this point. I guess I could go with I could, but.
Well, we have to make
like
a
he lost out to Justin. I feel like.
Should we give it to Justin then?
I feel like yeah, I would give it more to Justin. I think Justin's. I mean, he's not. I don't think he regularly gets the podiums, and he's driven.
That's true.
He's driven quite a weird strategy on that medium hard, and he's made it work, even though it was arguably probably a slower strategy than all of the soft medium guys. And then at the end, he just kept his head down. He did not die like Jensen did. Hello. He did. Not, I mean, he did just outlast Copy, and then in the end, when Anthony made the mistake, he was there. So I think it's fair to give it to Justin.
Well, shall we bring him into the commentary box, because we have given him our driver of the day, and Justin with a very well deserved podium. How was that for you?
Stressful, very stressful at the end. Because I only realized that who was in front? Edney in front.
Yes.
Yeah.
9 seconds. I saw 6 seconds, and then entering lap 33, I saw 9 seconds. So I was like, okay, might as well turn on the boots. And then I was going from like 18.8s to like low 18.3s, 18.2s, trying to catch up. And then ultimately, in the end, just beat him by a tenth and a half or something.
Yeah, it was. We didn't realize how close it was either, because we were busy focusing on the epic fight for P10 between Boosted and Tipsy. But yeah, it was really close, and that final stint on the hards was really impressive. I mean, you passed Copy, and just cruised up to the back of Etney as well. I guess the hard suited you pretty well.
Yeah, I love the hards. Not in that way, but you know what I mean. I like the hard.
Okay.
I don't know. It's always after like 10 laps. It feels so grippy, the hard tire, and then I don't know. It's just the feel of the hard tire I really like, and it suits me quite a lot. Like in 2S last season in Spain, catching up to Danny, I was on the hards as well. Felt really comfortable. So.
To be fair, Danny did not manage to drive the final corner.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
that was. I just will always remember that race for just it was so intense. I was in BC with Danny, and then just last corner, he's like, "Oh, Justin's won it." Why? Yeah, I spun the final corner. Okay.
Very close.
Yeah, you were like 4.1, 5.0 or something. Anyways, yeah. Copy, no fuel. So I'll take everything back I've said about his pace in this race. It was the fuel. I guess he didn't get bailed up by a safety car. I don't know. But yeah, that of course explains. I was a little bit shocked by the pace. I thought it was just not being in the rhythm, overdriving or something. Anyways, go on. Justin, I cut Justin off completely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where we we got Spa next. So I mean, is that going to be as good a track for you as this one? Do you reckon?
I mean, last season I got a podium there as well, and fought Vexit quite a lot. So I will always remember that race, being close to Vexit. But so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
well, safety car.
Yeah, we're not gonna have safety cars at Spa either, probably. But we'll see. But yeah, we'll hope to speak to you after next week in that case. Hoping for another podium again.
I hope so too.
All right, thanks a lot, Justin. Thanks for talking to us.
Bye bye.
That was Justin. Should we speak to? Well, first of all, let's speak to Mr. Tipsy Bob. Who? How much did your heart sink, Tipsy, when you saw Vexit coming past on that last lap? Because you saved up all your battery for that last straight, and then the race ended. How was that for you?
Oh, lads. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Look. Oh, sorry.
Actually, you know what? Let's bring in Boosted as well. Let's interview the two of you because go on. Talk us through that last lap, Tipsy.
Well, first of all, let me say there's a squeaking going on in the background, so that's Eddie, right, trying to get me to play with him with his toy. So forgive me if you hear squeaking, right? Do you know what? I feel really, really crap. Like genuinely bugged off, to be honest, because I'm sure you guys have watched a lot of the races. I pretty much never lose the car. I know you've asked about the last lap, I'll get onto it, but I pretty much pride myself on being clean and never ever losing the car. Rarely getting penalties. But today I was doing my best to keep behind Icewind. I seen Icewind was dropping back a bit. And before that happened, actually I had Ethnic behind me and I nearly lost the rear on it, but I caught the snap. And I was thinking to myself, right, I need to pay attention on this rear end. For some reason, it's a bit twitchy today because it hasn't been in my previous races. And then just came that fast right-hander, and my car snapped on me, and I literally shouted, "Please, not Danny," because I knew he was behind me.
Here it is on stream. Here it is on stream.
Yeah, then I bounced across track, and oh man, I took Danny out, and I'm trying not to swear. I genuinely feel really crap about it, like really bugged off. I took out Dan, but yeah, then of course, just my race went backwards from that stage. But I didn't quit. You know, I see guys in other races, you know, they're so far off the lead they just quit, and I don't agree with that. I think you should stick in for the end. So at that point, I said to Kitty, right, Kitty, my goal is to take P10 off boosted because it's the only joy I can get from this race.
Oh no.
So yeah, I was just banging in the laps. I know I can do it. Like I said before, I'm reasonably consistent. So I was just banging in the lap after lap, and I kept seeing that delta just coming down. I was getting him closer and closer and closer, and I knew what he was going to do because I remember I called it before a couple of days ago that he's gonna run the lap 25, and I says if I can get within 10 seconds of him, I'm gonna go one lap earlier, which is what happened. I got down to 9 seconds, and I said, right, that's it. I'm going in lap 9 or lap 24, sorry, and try to get the jump on him because I was obviously showing consistently that I was quicker. So anyway, that's what happened. Anyway, I pitted lap 24. I came out 5 seconds behind him when I thought, bingo, I'm game on. So I was deploying to squeeze up to him as quick as I could. So then I could get behind him, maybe a last couple of laps, and then charge my battery, which was working like a treat. And I go, right, here we go. I'm not going to pass him before lap 34. I'm going to wait to the last lap. I'll know I'll get him then. Job's good. And then I seen Vex had coming. And I thought to myself, F, and F. It's like, oh my god, I mean, I don't have enough battery to push it on boosted. I know he was probably planning it. He probably had a crew chief telling him that Tipsy's planning this because this is what I do. I always leave it to the last lap. I was saying, oh, please let me catch him. But then freaking Vexit, being remarkably fast that he is, I just couldn't do anything about it. And to be honest, you might have seen I was reluctant to move. It was like, if I can kind of bend the rules here to keep him behind, at least for the straight, I could maybe get one last lap, but I don't know, my mind wasn't thinking straight. He got past me on the ghost car, and that was it. As soon as that happened, I just let out the biggest F you could ever imagine. And all that work, lads, that I had tried to recover, which I suppose you should have some pride at being able to catch so closely. It was for nothing, really. So yeah, well done to Boosted, you know. Well done, man.
Well,
yeah,
we got a good clip on the stream out of it, okay? I was very excited. It was fun to watch.
Are you guys watching this?
You should rewatch it.
Be good.
I don't think that'll help you, but it was entertaining, okay?
Look, I mean, I don't know if you can hear. I'm genuinely just effed off with just taking Danny out. I never want to impact anyone's race negatively, but specifically Tier 1, you know, I used to race here. I know how seriously a lot of these guys take it. Dan, more than ever, I watch his streams. I know he really goes for it, and the results mean something to him. And so, you know, I don't want to take anyone out. There's no preference. You know, if I could take anyone out, well, I'd rather be him. You know, I don't want to take anyone out, but it hurts more that it's Dan because, you know, I know Dan well, and I just feel really crap about it. You know, I don't know if you can tell. I just feel crap. So I probably won't watch the stream back tonight. But yeah, there's nothing else I can say.
As Jensen says in chat, like, honest mistakes happen. Like, it's, you know, it's part of racing. You know, it sucks. And Danny's in chat as well. So
yeah, I had a word with Dan, let him know, and he's obviously telling me it's all right. But you know, I appreciate that he takes it that way. It's just I can't help in the way I feel. I just feel really SHIT, you know, for doing it. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just the rear snapped on me, and I was a passenger by that stage. You know?
Yeah. No, it's a sort of thing that happens, and especially on a track like Hungary, you can lose the back end very easily. It's unfortunate.
But yeah, I'd be interested to hear what Boosted thought about my charge.
Yeah,
my charge up the rear, but that's maybe a bit explicit.
No, that's perfectly descriptive.
we were expecting a Rocket League battle between the two of you. It was, we were all primed for it, but we didn't quite get that. But how was it from your perspective, Boosted? How happy did you feel when Bexit came past?
I didn't realize he was coming up. So like basically everything that Tipsy's just said about the closing stages of the race, like the inverse of that was my feelings and my sort of responses, because I knew fine well that quite early on when Tipsy had his incident and I got by, I thought to myself, okay, here's a chance at placing top 10 maybe, but I knew fine well that Tipsy would catch me back up again towards the end. And basically in my head I was like, right, I'm going to stick this strategy once again, same one I ran on Wednesday. And I kind of said to myself, yeah, I'm going to come in lap 25, somewhere around there. I was contemplating coming in lap 24, but I was watching Tipsy's time, or the time distance between us. And I kept thinking to myself, right, I kind of don't want him to pit before me, but at the same time, I don't want to pit a lap too late, burn up my softs, and then lose the battle that's possibly going to come. So when he pitted on lap 24, my heart kind of sunk a little bit. And I was like, oh, God. So I started deploying absolutely everything, and I was just boosting as much as I possibly could around the track, just every straight and out of every corner. Pitted, got out just ahead, and in my head for a second, I thought, okay, I might just be able to maintain this, but again, he's so quick and he's so consistent as well. So I was catching, and again, once he caught up with me then as well, I just thought, right, he's within 1 second. I'm just going to have to keep deploying everything on the DRS straight, try not to let him by me. That seemed to be somewhat successful. But at the same time, I knew fine well that he was just charging for the very last lap, and I knew he was going to try and stick one down on the final run down the start-finish straight. So again, that's when I started thinking, right, I'm going to have to start charging here as well. And then, yeah, like you were saying there, P1 came past. And it's funny when he's talking about bending the rules there. I was watching him in the mirror the entire time and thinking, right, if he's not yielding, I'm not yielding either. I'm basically going to do exactly what he does just to try and hold his position. And then, of course, when he got past, I thought, right, I'm going to have to not be an idiot here. So I kind of went wide on the second to last corner, and then had to just slam the door shut as quick as possible, because I knew Tipsy would be right there looking to try and sneak up the inside as well. And yeah, but it was strange because I wasn't actually aware that I wasn't going to be doing one more lap until probably the tight right-left chicane. And that's when I first became aware that we were going to get lapped, and I might just be able to hold the positions out. But up until that point, I was just pushing like daft the whole time. I'm sweating so bad now.
Yeah, it was because we saw the battle coming a little way out, and it was really fun to watch. It was you know. It wasn't for the win or anything like that, but it was just two drivers really trying to beat each other, and that's what we want to see. It was really fun.
A hell of a lot of pressure as well, like, because I ended up running wide, I think, on 2 or 3 different corners, and then I think I picked up warnings earlier on in the race as well. So where I was running wide, I was having to lift off to try and avoid getting another penalty, and of course, every time I did that, Tipsy's just like taking another chunk of time at me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully. Tara, we can have a wee go of another game later on tonight, and I can take my revenge out on Boosted.
Yeah, you can hit him up the rear this time rather than just driving up to the back of it.
All right, lads. Well, I'll just drop out because, like I said, I'm not feeling great at the moment after what happened. So
yeah,
I'll leave you to it, lads.
Commiserations. All right, I'm gonna say, are we gonna speak very quickly to Icewind? He's been waiting a long while. So let's do that. Thanks for talking to us, Boosted. I'm gonna drag you out. And yeah, we're gonna speak to Icewind, who, I mean, I gather you're not thrilled with your pace after that race, but you did get some good points.
No. I think good points is a strong word, but some points at least. Like, I don't know, like nothing went my way that race because I had to resort to my laptop before the race, which gave me a little bit of trouble, but I managed to somehow set it up, and I don't know. I think I had something weird configured on my brake pedal because I was really struggling with that early in the race. But yeah, I mean, just pace was just nowhere anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. So I don't know. I did also like 2 game crashes and whatnot. So it just wasn't very good. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you almost got the fastest lap at the end there. You were only, what, 4/10 off?
Yeah, it was. I knew that I'm probably not gonna get it, but I had to try because we tried to play the team game with Makender there. But yeah, I knew that Vexit is gonna. We were kind of thinking that he's probably gonna do it, and I had the gap behind, so I decided to try and contest that. But nah, he's just too fast, of course. So no chance.
Yeah. Certainly is fast, but yeah, I mean, in terms of the start of your race, you had some sort of an incident, right? Is that right?
Yeah, it's just fun. I had some weird stutters before my game crashed the first time. Then it was kind of better, and well, then it crashed the second time, like 5 laps from the end or something. And apparently, even my stream decided to stop at that point. So really, not much to write home about from this race. So yeah.
Yeah,
pace was just absolutely awful. Like I couldn't follow anybody at all. Like everybody just passed me and just disappeared into the distance. I think I got DRS twice in the entire race when I overtook Tild, and then from Fox's disconnected car once somewhere in the late race. But yeah, it's just I honestly I don't know, just didn't have pace. I knew this is gonna be tricky because I knew during the week that I'm in trouble because like tier 4 drivers were faster than me in those race practice sessions. So in that sense, I suppose P8. Yeah, it's not great, but it's at least something.
It's something, and I'm pretty sure in tier 4 your last lap of the race would have been, I think, like P3 on the grid or something like that. It was. I don't think you're that slow.
It would have been like P8 or 9, I think, the 15.8.
Really? I thought.
Yeah, because tier 4 pole was like 15.1 or 2.
Yeah, but it was Snacks, and he was much faster than everyone.
Yeah, so. And there was Chief did a 15.5, I think.
Oh, okay, maybe. All right then.
Stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Not really sure what to say. I'm gonna have to find something else for the next races, but
hopefully with your proper PC again.
It's like I don't really care that much about myself these days, but it's a bit of a shame because I'm trying to help Makender and really couldn't do anything about that today. Like I tried to defend once from the Williams boys, but they just blazed past me on the main straight. There was just nothing I could do. So.
Yeah, I think they were both on softs, right? So it was.
Nah, they were just on fresh mediums, and I was really struggling on mine. So. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, commiserations today, but I think Spa next week, right? You've been pretty fast at Spa in the past.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. It feels like I'm like off the pace quite a bit right now, but we'll see. It's I take it 1 week at a time, and I probably can't really practice much in the week again. But yeah, just show up, race, and if the result is P8 or 13, I honestly don't really care. Only thing is that I'm a little sorry for Makender for not really being up there to help him. But yeah, I just don't have the pace right now, so that's just what it is.
Okay, well, we'll hope for a better next week.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for talking to us, Icewind.
Yeah. Bye.
That was Icewind, and I think that does us for this stream. We got a spring qualifying race fairly soon, I think. Oh.
Yep. Yeah. I was muted, but I don't have a hotkey to unmute, so talk.
Okay.
You don't need to hear my typing while I'm angrily arguing on YouTube comments or something. It's fine. So yeah, Spa is gonna be next week, and we'll see if maybe drivers are gonna be a little bit more careful for that than today. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how the top of Eau Rouge goes when everyone knows that there's not going to be a safety car to save him. Certainly looking forward to it. Spa usually gives good racing, and I hope to see you there in the streams. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.